Just like NFL football, by the time this show is over, you will not know who won or lost. You will simply be left unsatisfied.
Yeah. A lot of edging going on in that game. It was, there was a lot. I put a video out at it was like 4:00 in the morning.
Sure, of course.
Sorry, I didn't do the reaction yet. I'm going to do that today. My voice is shot, as you can tell. So we're drinking some tea this morning. So heading into this game, I think expectations as a Packers fan was, okay, the Packers should win this game, right? And it's because of a couple of reasons. You look at the first 3 weeks, right? And even though they obviously lost last week against Cleveland, their defense has been the one consistent thing, regardless of how, blocked field goals, offensive line woes, etc., is that their defense has held teams to minimal points. The run defense has been really good, etc. And then heading into this game, you also take a look at last week, and the Chicago Bears, they beat the piss out of the Cowboys, right? Caleb Williamson gets sacked for the first time in his career. And it was like, okay, this should be a game that the Packers should win. And starting off with that game, first drive, they go down the field, score a touchdown. Romeo Doubs had 3 on the night. Phenomenal game for him. They score again, soon thereafter, I should say. And then the extra point gets blocked. And they return it for 2. And all of a sudden, it was like, okay.
Yeah.
Then right before halftime, the exact same thing that happened last week is that there's a turnover. This one wasn't really Jordan Love's fault. Gets sacked, fumbles the ball, his only sack on the night. Cowboys recover, they score, and now all of a sudden, they're in this game. And so going into halftime, the realization was, this is not going to be a walk in the park. And good God, man, the stress levels that I had last night, just the whole rest of that second half, and then heading into overtime. And I thought we lost the game at the end. I thought we legitimately lost the game. I thought that their clock management was so horrendous that they literally threw it out of the back of the end zone. Clock was going to hit 0. But thankfully, 1 second remained, and McManus tied it. And here we are, unsatisfied, like you said, and heading into a bye week.
Stress level midnight.
Stress level midnight.
Yeah, I think
Bears won 2 in a row. There you go.
I think we can officially say the biggest frauds for the first 2 weeks were the Packers. I think everybody agrees, including Packers fans. They are the 2024 Saints. They're the 2024 Saints. Everybody was like, look at this incredible, complete football team. They can do no wrong. And then they lose to the Browns, and they tie the Cowboys. Only 1 sack from Micah Parsons, albeit a pretty crucial
one.
Only
1 sack for the Packers, man.
That was the only sack all night.
And that's what, this is what makes it so confusing, right? So we can look at the week 1 game, right? And look at the Lions and be like, oh, is that the fluke game, whatever? I know there's plenty of Lions fans that will say yes. Then you look at the Commanders game, and the Commanders, we haven't seen Jaden Daniels since the Packers game, so it's tough to kind of gauge them too. They lost yesterday. No Scary Terry, no Jaden Daniels, what have you. But again, the thing that was consistent, run defense was good. Pass defense was good. We were holding allowed the teams without allowed the Cowboys without CeeDee Lamb to score 40 points. And that's what I think is the whiplash here.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what happened to the pass rush? All right, if Micah Parsons is getting doubled or held, I don't even care what it is. Where's Lucas Van Ness? Where's Rashawn Gary, who had a sack in each of his last 5 games? That was just non-existent. And again, you have to give credit to the Cowboys, man. Dak Prescott, Jordan Love played very, very well, but Dak Prescott balled out last night. He did really, really. Javonte Williams looked really, really good. So you got to give credit to the Cowboys.
Cowboys O-line, solid.
Absolutely. The 3 Tylers, they did well. But it's just, I have no idea who this team is. And I think it's just such a difference and a juxtaposition from the first 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That it's I don't know. Last week, Packers lost a really close, tight game. They blew it at the end, right? You can understand that it was a 13-10 score. They allowed 13 points. This was 40.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
It was 40. Dak's been good all year, even in the Cowboys' losses. That doesn't surprise me. There were a couple, games like this, some incredible things have to happen. Blocked kick returned for 2 points. That's an incredible thing. That went the Cowboys' way. That George Pickens grab on the sideline, incredible. Kevontae Turpin toe tapping the sideline, pretty incredible. Yeah.
Pickens came in so clutch, man. Like, holy God. It
was just the Cowboys doing the incredible things and the Packers defense not doing incredible things. And Josh Jacobs and Romeo Doubs were good. They combined for 5 touchdowns, 2 rushing from Jacobs, 3 grabs for Romeo. Hard to miss Romeo with the largest Guardian cap on earth. You think that helps Jordan Love when he just sees a giant Lord helmet floating around downfield? It's just like boom. But yeah, I think they've been tweaking the overtime rules, right? And now both teams get a possession.
Yep.
No matter what, they need if time runs out, then we need a way to settle the game. I don't even care if it's gimmicky. Fans after a game like that need to be able to point their finger and go, that team is worse.
Yeah.
We cannot have a situation where we're like, we don't know. We just don't know which team is better or worse after this game. We don't know who to direct our anger at other than the score, the 40-40 tie itself. Second highest tie in NFL history. Usually ties are, a little bit lower scoring affair, but we need a kickoff. I honestly think it should just be who can throw the football the farthest at that point. Each quarterback gets 3 rips. Whoever throws it the farthest, that team wins the game.
That's it.
Bring that back, and I think we got a way to settle this. But yeah, I mean, the Broncos don't play till tonight. I can't imagine their game going any worse than the way Packers-Cowboys shook out for their fans, but I don't want to double down on it until after I know for sure I can't be more annoyed. And that's the thing about a tie. It's better than a loss, right?
Sure.
End of the season, that you might be like, thank God we had a tie and not a loss.
Sure.
But in terms of satisfaction, Packers and Cowboys fans left edging for 7 more days.
It's true. Well, no, Packers have a bye week now.
Oh, you guys got to edge for 2 weeks?
It'll be tough.
Oh, my God. The explosion next week is going to be one to watch.
Meta, that's the problem too. So the Packers were missing Zach Tom and Aaron Banks heading into this game, and good God, do they miss Zach Tom? They need him desperately. And Perna mentioned Josh Jacobs, who had a really great night, and I made sure to talk about this in the post game. That he had a really productive night, but he's still he averaged 3.9 yards per carry, right, which is not the best. So that's also another thing that they can't fully rely on the run game. And I don't think it's all Josh Jacobs. Emmanuel Wilson was averaging a little bit better. He had 5.5 yards per carry. Yeah,
Wilson looked a little more explosive.
Yeah. And I think, dude, half the time Jacobs was running into a wall. The run blocking was not there. Their pass blocking at times was not there. And it just seems like every time they went to go run the ball, there was multiple defenders in the backfield. And so they got to be able to rely on that.
Would you say that the Cowboys' run defense was better without Micah Parsons?
It might have been. It might have been.
That's the worst part. We can't shit on Jerry Jones this week.
Oh,
you'll be like, well,
we had the Jerry counter going last night.
Well, Jerry got a tie. Can't really dunk on him, at least for this week. Packers fans got to wait 2 weeks. Kurzweil is 100% back.
Oh, my God.
100% back.
You just cost Mitchell his job.
Dude. You
want to talk about curses?
I think a tie's bad, but I think probably AD Mitchell's having the worst week of anyone.